Hey, welcome back to day 11 of the Flow Along Mobility Challenge. I'm sorry I haven't been as consistent as I should be when it comes to posting this daily. I've been up all night yesterday setting up the website. So if you are interested, I'm quite excited to announce that trgflow.com is now live and it's fully ready to sell the ropes, ready to ship them out. So if you're interested in getting one of those, then you can check it out. I will have those heavy ropes coming soon as well. So I hope that I should have those all live on the website by next week. But anyways, in today's session, I want to go into the elbow wrap, or as Tim Shieff calls it, the wax on, wax off move. So this is what it looks like. You go over the elbow, like that. I teased this a bit yesterday, at least in the last session when we were talking about over and underhand wraps. So wraps, if you remember, are basically when you just have the rope come over your hand or any other part of your body. But anyways, let's get right into today's session. And again, as usual, if you want some feedback on your form, if you have any questions, use the hashtag TRGMobility and just tag me in your comments. Today's session will focus on the elbow wrap. All you will really need for this is a single piece of rope. You can do it with a towel, you can do it with a skipping rope, you can do it with a flow rope. What you will notice with this move is although you are holding it in two hands, technically it's a one-handed move and you can just do it with, let's say, one piece of rope as well. You do on one side and then you switch over to the other side like that. So I'll show you how to do that. We will spend about 2 minutes doing a quick warm-up and also introducing the move. We'll practice about 3 minutes on one side, doing it on the right side first, and then another 3 minutes on the left side. And then we'll wrap up by doing some consecutive ones where we connect both the right side to the left side to get a bit more balance. And let's get into it. So quick reminders, find a nice, safe, distraction-free environment and make sure that you're always only moving in ranges of motion that you're comfortable in. To get us warmed up, the first thing I want you to do is just hold the rope in front of you. You can fold it in half. Let's just do some twists just to get our spine activated. This move will involve a little bit of that turning because you're turning and then getting the rope over your elbow. So I want you to make sure that your lower back is nice and loose. So rotate left and right. And as usual, you can practice counter rotation. Lift up your left knee when you turn to the left and your right knee when you turn to your right. Right, so you get a bit more of that twist, that nice stretch in the back. Right, now I want us to warm up our elbows. So what motion we're going to be doing is like this. So there's a bit of that. You see that body twist? So I want you to just get your elbows rotating. Take the rope like this in two hands and just lift your hand up and behind your back if you can. If you can't, you can do it sideways a bit if it's easier to get over your back that way. And then do it on the other side as well. Just give your your shoulders a nice stretch. Oh, yeah. Up and to the back and back to the front. If possible, you want to try and keep your elbows straight. If you have to bend it because you can't stretch that far, then that's fine as well. But just make sure that you're giving your shoulders a nice stretch in every direction. Okay, I think we'll warm up enough. So I'm going to break down the move. I'm going to show it from a few angles and then we can start to practice it. Basically, with the elbow wrap, what you're doing is you start with a rotation. Right now, I'm going to do it from the side first so that you can see how it looks like. And then I'm going to show it in the front. So right now, underhand, this is south. That's north. I'm facing east. That's facing you. All right. The rope is in my right hand. I'm swinging underhand like this. And what I'm going to do is, with the wrap, you remember with this motion, what you try and do is, typically you have the rope come over your hand like this, then you can bring it over, right? So the same applies here. With the wrap, I'm just going to lift my elbows up. And the way you can think of it is kind of like doing a flex. You're bringing the rope up. And when you bring your hand up, what's going to happen is the rope going this way. When you bring your hand up, it's going to go into the way of the rope. And your rope is going to wrap under your armpit like this, right? So I'll show from the side. If I'm swinging like this, I lift up. You can see the rope goes around my armpit. So get used to feeling that wrap. Timing when you lift up your elbow. So the right time to lift up your elbow is when it just passes and it's going down. When it's going down, as it's starting to come up, you can lift your elbow up, right? So again, from the front, swing, swing, down, up, and then I lift my elbow up. The next step then is once your elbow is up, you need to turn to your right. If you're starting with your right hand like I am, you'll need to turn to your right to swing it back out like this. So what's going to happen is it comes up, and before it wraps around you, just as soon as you feel it touching you, you want to start to initiate that turn. And now what's going to happen is you're going to pull the rope, because the rope is, I'll try and show it in a slow motion kind of manner. The rope is coming up, and as it's coming up, you're turning, and then now it's going to come down on the other side, right? So I'm going to show it from this side. You swing, and as it comes up, you start to turn to your right, and then it's going to come back down on the other side. All right? Don't forget to twist your body. So you can try and connect those now. So let it wrap around, and as soon as you feel it coming under your armpit, start that turn. Turn. Wrap and turn. Wrap and turn. Wrap and turn. As usual, what will make it easier in terms of the turn and the pivot is you put more weight on your right foot, and then what you do is when you turn, you step with your left foot over on the other side, all right? If you don't want to do a step, you can just also twist your body and turn over to that side. All right. I think if you have it down now, you can try with your left hand. So with your left hand, it's going to be opposite. Now I'm facing west. So this is north, this is south, this is west. So doing an underhand swing in your left hand, come up with the elbow, and you throw. Now you turn to the left instead of the right, right? And then I'll show you how to connect both of those in a second. So you go wrap and throw. Wrap and turn. Oops. Wrap and turn. Wrap and turn. Wrap and turn. So timing wise, what I'm doing is I let it wrap, turn, and then I throw it down, and then I bring it back to the front again. Wrap, turn, throw it down, bring it to the front, wrap, turn, throw it down. To bring it to the front, this, as you will remember, is the low whip. So you're leading with the shoulder, and then the rope follows you back to the front. Sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier, because when you get so used to it, it kind of feels like this is a natural movement to just bring it to the front. But if you haven't already learned the low whip, it's not forcing the rope out in front like this, because then the rope's going to come under your armpit when it's on this side, see, like this, and then I can't bring it forward. So what you do is, after you've done the wrap and you've thrown it to the left side, you need to turn back, twist back to the right, and that will lead the rope back forward. It's kind of like just a tail following you. So I'll show from the front. Oops, this way. Oh, I need to do it this way. Yeah. So from the front, wrap, I throw to my left, bring it down, and then I turn back to the right, the rope's gonna follow me, right? So remember, it's not wrap back, and then you try to push your hand forward, the rope's gonna hit you like this, and it won't be able to go forward. So you go wrap, throw to the back, and low whip back to the front, right? All right, so let's practice a few more times on the left side. Wrap, 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 wrap. All right. If you think you have it, now we are going to try to connect both the right side and the left side. So now instead of holding the rope in one hand, you're going to be holding it in two hands. If you only have a towel or something simple, you can still continue to hold it in one hand. You just hold it together with both your hands. And what you're going to do then is now you're going to go in overhand motion, because if you remember when we were doing the wraps before, when we do it like this, we're doing underhand facing this way and we're swinging in a propeller. What's actually happening is, if you can imagine it, you can also do it overhand. So this is overhand right now because the rope's coming from the top. And what I'm doing is when I swing down, and as it's coming down, I bring my elbow out. So it's the same movement. I bring my elbow out and then I turn to my right now, right? So same movement. So what I want you to do is start facing forward, doing overhands. You can do it as a race and chase or matador, that's fine. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna start on the left side, all right? So swing to the left. When it comes to the top, you bring your right hand out and then you let it wrap around, bring it to the left. And then what you're going to do now is after you swing and get some practices in on the right side, so here on the left, swing it to the right, left, right. What I want you to do next to connect the both is when it's on the right side, as it's coming, so after it's unwrapped, you can see throw, unwrap, and then you lift out your left elbow this time. So it's gonna look like this. Right, and then left, right, left, right, left. Oops, almost hit the sprinkler there. Actually I did, but luckily I didn't break it. Right, left, right, left. I'm just gonna bend a bit lower because I'm afraid of hitting the sprinkler. But hey, bending lower gets you a bit more of that leg workout as well. Ideally, both the ropes should wrap around your hand. Sometimes what will happen is you end up having one rope wrap around your elbow, like so, and then the other one kind of comes over on the front. That's not a full wrap, but that's fine. Like if that happens and you can still kind of get the basic movement in, that's fine. Again, how you kind of avoid that and get both the ropes is, instead of, sometimes what will happen is you have one hand near the elbow here like this, and then the other hand is a bit more forward. That's why you only get one rope wrapping around the elbow. But if you bring it closer like this, then you get both the ropes wrapping around, right? Oops. Closer like that. Right? So what you're going to do then, and ideally if you want to get some counter rotation in, is when you wrap on the left side, you lift your left leg up. When you wrap on the right side, you lift your right leg up. Should give you a nice, good twist in your back. And work your upper back a little bit as well. So let's take a look from the side. Going overhand on the right side, left side. If you can't counter rotate, if it's easier for you to just twist the same direction, then that's fine. You can start with that first, get used to it first. So this is without counter rotation. And then I'm going to show with counter rotation. Definitely requires you to twist your body a bit more. And if you want to step it up a notch, you can even work in lunges as well. But don't worry about doing this if you are not used to it yet. So what you want to do is, when you wrap on the left side, you're going to lunge with your left foot forward, right? like so. I don't have a lot of room here, but let me try again sideways. All right. Can you lunge with the other leg forward? You can do that as well, but you're not going to get a very good twist. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, that is it for day 11. Tomorrow, day 12, I think you are ready for the overhand sneak, which is this one. It does look a bit complicated, but it's actually not that difficult once you get the beat down. So we'll go into this tomorrow. So tune in again if you have any questions, if you have any comments, use the hashtag TRGmobility or you can tag me. And again, super excited to have my website live. So if you're interested in these ropes, if you want to try them out, you can check out trgflow.com.